Hey everybody. Yeah, today I got something good for y'all. We gonna cover the Judge Joe Brown interview that he did with the Art of Dialogue, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not finna sit right here and cap. Look, I'm looking at you. I can't lie to you. I won't lie to you. You won't get a lie when you chilling with Breezy, unless I'm joking. Where I say if I'm joking, because I play a lot of games sometimes. But I'm telling you, listen. I did. I watched a little bit of it, and I said, "Nah, I can't do this. I can't just do this. Go over this by myself. I need some more people to see this. All right, I need some people who normally wouldn't see this to see this because it's made for the United States and the Americans in it. You hear me? But I am your host, Breezy. You guys are now chilling with Breezy, and we gonna dive right into it because I kind of gotta go in a little bit, so I'm gonna make it real quick. I'm on father duty, but I just snuck out to watch this. So we're gonna watch this whole thing. It's only 23 minutes and 46 seconds. So stick with me, cause the judge was going ape shit. He basically said, if it walks like a duck, well, if it quacks like a duck, then it's a duck. You hear me? And a lot of people try to act like that ain't the case when that's the case. Hey, Dorsetta, do you want to get on camera? D Lovely? Lovely World? Sorry, I gotta get other names. Do you want to get on camera? Let me know. You might want to watch it with me. I got this one post on Instagram that's just going nuts. It's just going crazy, over viral. Um, if y'all want to know where that's at CSC underscore Shotta, SHOTTA, Breezy, BREE underscore Z on IG. So let me see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's just going crazy. So if y'all hear all them notifications going on, just know I'm popping. You hear me? That's fine. You can get on your camera, could be off. Let's invite you. And I'm gonna put it so you can stream it to your own destination too if you want to on your channel. Um, let's go with this. Copy. I'm gonna put it right here in the comment section. Just for you real quick. So click that so that you can get on and let me work my magic. Let me work my magic. Let me see. Let me go in. I'm gonna go in this one. Let's see. Real quick. Real quick, Dorsetta. I got you. You heard me? We gonna add another item. Another camera slot. We finna do the doggone thing. You heard me? We don't play games when it comes to this right here. You heard me? We get the job done. And that's what we gonna do. Let's see. I like when we kinda, we the ones they here to watch. So let's try to hold on. The art of dialogue. Okay, we're gonna say that. We're gonna make that one the one if you choose. Okay, there we go. Hold on, let me go get my earbuds for my AirPod. Let's see, 1 second. All right, guys. What y'all gonna learn about this live is we might just walk away.
Hey, hey, hey. Can you hear me? Why can't I hear you? Hello? Since you plug your thing up, I can't hear you now. I'm not sure if. Can you hear me? Shake your head, yeah or no. Yes? No? Can you hear me? Shake your head if you could hear me. You can? Okay, I can't hear you. Is it just me?
Oh, you know what? You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
My microphone. I meant to say cut my microphone off. Let me put back in these earbuds.
Oh,
Okay. So you still can hear me, right?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that was my mistakes. That was my mistake. You heard me. Hey, look, I missed. You know how the buttons on here on the microphone is just like a touch. It's just like the heat sensor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did. Now let me real quick. Now I gotta change one more setting. Live, they gonna be like, "Hey, Breezy, get it together." It's alright, y'all. Y'all can tell me to get it together. I'm getting it together. You heard me. All right, we here now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. You in the earphones now. All right. So, you can introduce yourself if you want to.
Yes, yes, yes. I am the lovely. Um, wait, I guess that's all.
Okay, okay. And, look real quick. Put your logo in your box so it can sit right there so they can get used to seeing you. You know how you click on the three dots.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah. Well, not the three dots. I think you click on the box that um. Uh, 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 uh. All right, there you go. There you go. Okay. All right. Y'all make sure y'all listen to her while she introduces herself and tell y'all where to go to subscribe to her.
So yes, I'm the lovely, and you can come subscribe to my channel at Status World or Lovely World. I put them in the comments.
Okay. All right, for sure. So today, let me make sure my internet is not going from Wi-Fi real fast. Um, uh, 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 yeah, internet. Okay, here we go. All right, I ain't want no distractions. So here we go. Here we go. All right, we gonna go ahead and dive right into this clip. Did you happen to catch any of it?
I did not catch any of it. So yeah, I'll be viewing for the first time.
All right, and I was asking that because I just kept it real with him and told him like, hey, I'm gonna let y'all know I did watch a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't watched the whole thing, so we gonna get. But you being brand new to it, we gonna get a live reaction from beginning to end. So we gonna dive right in. Let's dive right in. Let's see. My bad, y'all. I'm kind of. They gonna get tired of me, Dorsetto.
Why you
I
say
mean,
that?
D Lovely. Sorry about that. They gonna get tired of me. They gonna be like breezy. Let's go. All right, y'all. We here. Let's go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's see. Here we go.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit.
He came
In
straight in.
California. She lacked professional competence and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. I was out in California for
Hey, did you hear how he came in?
I was just connecting my Bluetooth, but I was gonna ask you, could you turn it up a little bit more,
Turn it up, son. Hold on.
please?
Why the hell? Um, he said turn it up. Okay, okay. Let's see. Would that be okay? That probably be over here. It's up. Try to meet here. Is it
But
you
I
can't
gotta
hear it?
ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
she's a piece of
Yes,
shit.
I can hear it.
Is it still low though?
I don't think it's low. It's just that I got a lot going on in here. So
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we gonna go in and hit play. Let's see.
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked
oh
professional
wow.
competence and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. I was out in California for 15 years doing my show when she was at her peak, and she had a reputation amongst the trial lawyers of being lazy. She just hike her skirt up and try to flirt, and she wasn't that good in the courtroom, if not pretty bad in the courtroom. So I'm not surprised at what she does. She's 60 years old, and I think listening to her word salad and the way she talks, I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that. You see, today is going to be tomorrow, so since it's going to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now. Like, what did you say?
Hey, that's the part I heard. He played with the word salad. She do be doing that. She always says shit. You be like, what? Who's listening to this? Whoever says like this right here is something to listen to is by all means not right and probably need to go to the doctor and get a checkup. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back. So you back on? I see it went out. If you talking, you muted. Oh, so we got. Oh, okay. Let's see. Bing. Okay, you back now? All right. Okay, we hear you now. All righty. You said what? You can't hear me? I yours is breaking up with me too.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, you hear me now? All right.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Let me see. Let's see.
They have something in mind, but they cannot cognate. That's that. You see, today is going to be her word salad and the way she talks. I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that. You see, today is going to be tomorrow. So since it's going to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now. Like, what did you say? They have something in mind, but they cannot cognate.
That's why I had stopped at the last time because he hit it right on the head.
You sure did.
Hey, it'd be confusing. Let's see.
Getting all the way through it, which is why she's famous for this word salad garbage, and she doesn't make a bit of sense. I think since she's only 60, she's actually on a worse track than Biden was. Biden is 20 some years older than her, and he has been senile for a long time. Now, about 5 or 6 years ago, when did they start ramping up to do this? Uh, 2019. Okay, I was saying Biden has been a failure his whole adult career, a second rate, third string player. He's in the game, so he wants to make a name for himself. I considered him for years poor trailer park, urban trailer park trash, and he's a crook.
Hey, he just said Kamala. He thinks she suffered from dementia. What 20 years before Joe Biden did?
That's crazy.
Hey, he said he
You know how
considered it
bad
being
that is?
huh?
You know how bad that sounds?
Man, that's horrible. And then when he say Joe Biden, he considered him trailer park trash. Hey, this state president. I mean, our president. Hey,
I'm gonna call him see now.
man, this is Judge Joe Brown. This ain't the average Joe sitting right here talking. This is Judge Joe Brown. Dude be cutting up. Man, homie be cutting up. You hear me? And he got record in the street with it. He be cutting up. Let me see. I'm gonna hit play.
He's a third stringer. Now, what I said he was going to do is he probably wants to claim fame for being the first person to see to it that a woman got to be president. And what I predicted, I'm slightly wrong on it, was that he was going to get in, try to get elected, and if he got one term, try to get elected for a second one. And then halfway through his term, when he had served 2 years, to retire or resign in her favor. So, under the 22nd Amendment, what happens is she can serve for the final 2 years for somebody and then be elected twice more. So, that woman would be able to serve 10 years, second only to Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who got elected to 4 terms before they put the amendment in place so you couldn't. Now, that said, I think and my major at UCLA was political science. My analysis was is they picked the weakest somebody they could as a figurehead, somebody who had some apparent minority status, which she does not. And what goes on is that you get her, everybody that is everybody would be afraid to go and
Hey, the man just said, "You're a hoe. You're a old. She's a old hoe." My bad, y'all. Um, I'm getting interrupted. I'm gonna put my phone down. You can't dodge interruption. Oh, hey, y'all I got a haircut appointment at 4:15. Oh my gosh. Let me test my. Y'all pray for me. Let me check my text my barber and see is his next slot open. I don't want to be inconvenient. I forgot all about this. Let's see. I forgot all about this, y'all.
I'm gonna get you.
Hello. You hear me?
For me?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard you. That's why I said I'm gonna get you.
Man, it's crazy. Oh. Okay, y'all. Let's watch this video. But did you hear Car old ho?
Yes, he's off the chain.
Hey, he is off the chain. And like he's serious, like, hey, this what a hoe was, and according to what you was doing, you're an old hoe. Hey, what was the definition of wife again?
Old and uneducated.
Hey, hey, I'm sure, I'm sure it's a definition of hoe that's somewhere in there too. Old and hold out. Kamala Harris definition of old and hold out. Let me stop, man. I ain't
Your
gonna let the
dad.
judge do this to me. I'm a decent person. I'm not gonna let the judge turn me into a savage. Oh no, let's see.
I can't hear him talking.
Huh? You can't hear him?
No.
Um, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Please stay there. let's see. Um, let's see. Let's go over here. Also share tab audio. Okay, that's on. That's on. See, can you hear it now? Let me go online to make sure. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let me press play real fast.
I'm Julius Caesar. He said, no.
Yep, I heard that.
You heard that? Okay. I'm Julius Caesar. He said no. Alrighty. Okay. So, get this thing started. Okay, here we go.
No, I got better stuff here. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but when you do the casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you a hoe. And she's old hoe.
Facts.
And the problem is what is she supposed to do? Somebody, one of her sycophant slaves, comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked at Putin's feet, and he says, oh, yeah, I'm Julius Caesar. He said, no, I
Not
got
at
better
Putin.
stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway, you old woman. Get on up.
Hey, listen. What he said was, while it was funny, it was fact. Like you bring a gift in to a ruler, which back in the day it used to be a woman, a beautiful woman, and most likely a virgin. And that's your offering, along with some more stuff. But here, imagine unraveling her in front of Putin to stop him from having his way. She fall out the carpet. Look what falls out. A old hoe. A old hoe. Would somebody get this hoe? This hoe is old and hoed out. Carmella, old and hoed out. That is, yeah, you can't. You're not getting a return. Ain't nobody buying a product that's old and hoed out. Just my 2 cents.
Woman. Get on up. Or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be
I gotta
impressed?
hear that again.
Get on up. I'm Julius Caesar. He said, no, I got better stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway, you old woman. Get on up. Or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today. Like, fool, what did you just say? Did you say anything? And I've never seen such a salacious mess as I've seen out of her. I think of One West Bank. I had some pretty good properties out in California at one point in time. And I know I had 3 neighbors who had good properties. It was in a place called Ojai, California. And they got caught up about 15, 16 years ago, like a lot of people did in that mortgage bundling scam stuff that was going on. And there was a bank called One West Bank responsible for it, which was owned by George Soros. The Mnuchin that you have out of the Obama administration was Mnuchin, who was the CEO of One West Bank. Well, there were approximately 1,200 counts of indictments returned against Mnuchin and One West Bank in various counties in California. Well, Mnuchin and Soros financed and arranged and sponsored Kamala to run for Attorney General of California. They got her elected. She got in, and using the authority she had, she promptly consolidated all 5,200 counts and dismissed them. And a couple of weeks later, Soros sold One West Bank for $4.2 billion. So after that, they got together and got her finance and got everything organized and made the connections for her, and she got elected to U.S. Senator. Willie Brown made the
You see, do y'all are y'all paying attention to? He's not like saying what he think or allegedly or anything like that. He's not. He's saying it like it is, as a matter of fact. And I want to point that out because with a person of his status and worth, if he was being like the liar that one would want to believe that he is, it he probably would get sued. So the fact that he's not saying allegedly and all the other disclaimers, it really shows me that it might be some truth to this. But again, he's my elder. He's one of my elders. I have no reason to doubt him. You know, I might view things a different way than he does, but at the same time, like at the end of the day, he's still an elder. You know, um, and that's what it is. So, yeah, I know you here. Whenever, I mean, if you want to get back on, I just changed the view just for the time being. But if you want to hop back on, you can just hop back on and I'll see you. Um, so, yeah, let's continue.
initial contacts and arrangements so she could get elected as district attorney for San Francisco. She didn't do a very good job. She had a reputation for giving out the stiffest sentences in the United
Hey, you are right. They do. They stand on whatever they believe in. And can't nobody scare them out of what they said. And I think that goes to I think that goes to show when you lived a full life, it's like whatever. What can y'all take from me right now? I'm already on my way out the door. Like I'm coming with the truth, non-stop, in front of everybody. Like it is what it is. Let me put it out. Let me see.
States of America for simple possession of marijuana in San Francisco, for God's sakes. But it was only to young black men. She's not a parent, never had any children, but she went off on this campaign to lock parents up, some of whom actually were shown to have dropped their children off at the school, but they played hooky, so she was putting them in jail. I know my in-laws.
Yeah, she also jailed a few parents that their kids was in a hospital and she had cameras all out there and whatnot. And they had informed the school, like the school already knew that their kid had medical issues, so they would miss more days than make it. And they was already working with the parents with that understanding, but they informed the parents like it was out of their hands. But they came to their house. It's on camera. They it was all throughout the news, but they was arresting these women and had the news outside to make a spectacle of these good parents who's just trying to take care of their special needs children. So let's go.
Now late in-laws because they're dead, and their fine daughter that I was married to, we were divorced. She got a whole lot of money, but anyway, out of me. What wound up happening was there was a liquor store they like to patronize on the way home, and it was a good liquor store, but it got held up a lot. So Kamala's solution was not go get the crooks, but close down the liquor store so nobody would be troubled by it. See, that kind of philosophy, or you've got a serial killer who's got 6 victims and the families are writing protest letters to her, not hurry up and do something, not why you giving the guy such a light deal, is why don't you let this man plead guilty to life without parole instead of delaying it for 7 years, trying to make political hay out of it. I was caught up in a thing where this woman who was supposed to be a financial specialist wound up embezzling a lot, $1.5 million from me, about 15 million from some other black celebrities. And most of it was in the San Francisco area, not LA where I was. She consolidated the cases up there in San Francisco, took 5 years to resolve it, let her plead out not the $15 million of embezzlement, but $35,000. The sentence was 5 years in the penitentiary, 4.5 years suspended, 5 years probation. The woman wound up sitting on a bench outside Sybil Branch, which is the women's detention facility in LA County, for 5.5 hours. That's all the time she served, made no restitution. And la-di-da, I'm through with it now. I don't care on her behalf. Like, where's our money? You know, what did you do here?
That's horrible. It's like, just imagine money getting stolen from you. Embezzlement is stealing, right? Money getting stolen from you. And you have, like, it's in the millions. So you're talking to the people who you need to talk to, like the attorney generals. And they're giving your victimizer a slap on the wrist, like sitting outside waiting for court to be over with. No prison time. Man, I know people that's locked up for driving on suspended license. I know people that's locked up for child support. Well, who have been locked up for child support. I know people who are locked up right now at probably 35, 34 years old, who got in trouble when they was children, under the age of 17. I know people that's locked up for having an addiction. I know people locked up for stealing TVs. Millions of dollars, and you get a slap on the wrist. Oh yeah, somebody got paid. That's it. Somebody got paid. We know.
You didn't even consult with us. You did this on a surprise basis. There's $15 million gone. What happened? It's the kind of thing she would do, see. So it's like, that was not a good professional performance. And then she was everybody's favorite Hindu Indian prosecutor and attorney general and senator, and now she becomes black. But, you know, I met her daddy, fine gentleman.
Now she became black. Hey, now she became black, and I saw her become black because she definitely said she's Indian. All right, her dad is Jamaican. She said she's Indian, though, not black. Now all of a sudden, I'm a black woman. Oh, we saw it. It was that transition from running for president the first term, or let me take that back. It was the transition from running for president to becoming a VP, right, or running for VP with Joe Biden. That was the change, because when she was running for president, oh, she wasn't black, and she wasn't just gonna do nothing just for black people. Are you crazy? They ain't gonna do nothing just for black people. What? Negro, please. Y'all think y'all worth what a Jew is? What? You niggas in y'all audacity. What? Y'all think y'all bigger than the LGBT community? Y'all think y'all the minority of to be? That's how she played us. You know what I'm saying? So she became black all of a sudden. She woke up one day.
Professor Harris. And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian, mixed Irish and Hindu. He doesn't have any black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica and had them to work on
No,
plantation.
nah. Hold on. My bad. I ain't gonna say nah to the. I believe what he's saying. Cause you can label yourself as anything. If you can label yourself as a dog, cat, lion, tiger, bear, turtle, you know what I'm saying? Like if you can label yourself all that, I wouldn't doubt that he can call himself whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and let me check that out. I just want to see his dad, cause that's his dad said he was what? That's her dad. Let me see. Kamala Harris is brought it down. Uh, shoot, y'all gonna see that I can't type. Cause that's who he was referring to. Donald J. Harris. Let's click on him. Yeah, I have to see. He said, "Well, y'all." He said that he ain't black either. So who word we taking? I'm taking his word. Parents are always right. Now let's go back. Let's go back a little bit more just so we can remember where we was at in the conversation.
Black ancestors, but his Irish ancestors owned. His Professor Harris says
Professor
he's
Harris,
called.
that's his
No, I
her
met a
father.
daddy.
Yeah, that's her father.
Fine gentleman, Professor Harris. And the problem with her being black is Professor Harris says he's Caucasian, mixed Irish and Hindu.
Caucasian,
He doesn't have any black
mixed
ancestors, but
Irish
his
and
Irish
Hindu.
ancestors owned a lot of slaves in Jamaica and had them to work on plantation. So if mama is on the birth certificate listed as a Caucasian,
So he came from a family of slave owners. That's how he landed in Jamaica. He came from a long lineage of slave owners. And I want to stop and point that out because we have to understand that when K Dot said they not like us. They not like us. They not like really, right? She's not like us. Right. Not only that she's not from America, she don't claim to be American black, right? The bigger part is what she actually is, right? The fact is that she uh, um her foundation is built on being a slave owner. When y'all say reparations, y'all say, hey, them families still around, them families still in power, that would be her family, right? And not saying that they're in power. I don't know what they doing. I think they say they doing something major in Jamaica. I don't know. Her father's a professor, even if they ain't got nothing. But these are the people who y'all will really be talking to when y'all say, hey, these families still around. These slave owners' family, their lineage is still around. That's Kamala. She's not like us. And I'm not saying that makes her different from like the other candidates like Donald Trump. No, his background came from slave owners too. The purpose of pointing this out is to help people understand that hey, they're not like us. So we can't vote or consider voting for somebody who is running on a lie that they're different from the other candidate. No, they're one and the same as far as slave owners. And us over here was the enslaved, right? And when I say us over here, I'm talking about the whole population over here, all the normal everyday people. Because slavery was intricate and it's a lot of detail that get left out. You had the ideal of the black man and woman being the actual slave who out there actually doing the physical labor, lifting heavy stuff, doing all that, working long days, working long nights. Also, we have to throw in the other tier, the other perspective that was out there, the overseers, um, all those whatever they were at the time, Caucasian. I'm just say Caucasians who stood over us and watched us. They were managers, kind of, or you probably would call them leads. They were leads. They stayed in shacks next to us because they had to watch us. So their shacks, if it wasn't that much better than ours, right? So overall, it was kind of slavery outside the big house. But on the inside of the big house, you had the man, the wife, the children. Then you had the house Negroes, right? The house Negroes was really above even the overseers and stuff outside because I would call them the management class. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that when you're thinking about what slavery was. So when you think of the slave, yes, we have been made the sole picture, but it helps us to view them, the overseers, the Caucasians that was outside with us. It helps our case to understand that we're more in common. We have more in common than the house Negroes and the man, the wife, the kids. You know, so when we're saying she was on the slave owner side of things, we have to understand that was a whole different world. We'll walk around and act like we hate everybody who's sitting next to us on transportation, or who sit next to us at work, or who sat next to us in the classroom. We'll hate each other, right? While all the time being distracted by people like this who main tactic to keep us in order was to keep us divided out in the field, outside the house. So we have to remember that. And also remember the story of uh I can't believe I'm missing this. The story of what's the story of the slave that he said when we go in the house, kill the husband, the wife, the kids, and they said why the kids? Because they are going to be future slave owners, or they're going to be the one who hold the whip next. Nat Turner. So in the story of Nat Turner, um, in the story of Nat Turner, the way that he was able to spread his rebellion and get the word out was through his works as a pastor or a preacher. So they took him around different plantations, and he was, relegating it. He was putting together his uprising, and the whole time the overseers couldn't even understand him because they weren't fluent either. They couldn't read, they couldn't write, they was ignorant. They was illiterate. Right? So remember that when we talking about who not like us or who more like us. Let's see.
Daddy says he's a Caucasian Hindu and has no black ancestors. How did she get to be black? Now, a little side story. When I had my show, let's say this has been 26 years ago, I had two beautiful women that I thought were sisters on the show. And they laughed one time when we all went to a happy hour and said, "You think we're black, don't you?" "Yeah, aren't you?" "No, we're Hindu." One of them said, "My mother's a Hindu Brahmin caste. My father was Hindu warrior caste. He took an oath to the family to protect her. They fell in love, eloped, and now we got a death warrant on us. We can't go back to India." So, yeah. And then they gave me 2 books. The guys were Hindu, and they were very dark, but they cut their hair off close, grew beards, and started dressing and acting black, and they got financial aid. One of them, I think, went through medical school that way, masquerading for being black. Somebody else did it, so she went to Howard. And by the way, she told one big lie when she was talking about she got bust because of something Biden did when she was running against him. Well, the yearbook that she put out there that you can still get online from her high school in Canada shows she went from kindergarten through 12th grade in Canada, never went to school in the United States of America. She was born, by the way, in the same hospital that my
Hold on. So, okay, if it's a K through 12, did she say she had to get buzzed in college or was it in high school? I guess it would have to be high school getting buzzed. That might be a ignorant question. But since I'm ignorant in some places, I'm going to go back.
book that she put out there that you can still get online from her high school in Canada shows she went from kindergarten through 12. So she went to Howard. And by the way, she told one big lie when she was talking about she got bust because of something Biden did when she was running against him. Well, the yearbook that she put out there that you can still get online from her high school in Canada shows she went from kindergarten through 12th grade in Canada, never went to school in the United States of America. She was born, by the way, in the same hospital that my ex-wife was born in, the same 12-month period, and my late mother-in-law was in fact a pediatric nurse in that hospital when.
All right, I'm gonna stop right here, y'all, just for a moment, just to get this out. Look, I see some more people entered in. Hey, could y'all like and subscribe and possibly share it? You know what I'm saying? But tune in, yeah. This is what we doing. We're reviewing an interview that was done with Joe Brown by the Art of Dialogue. Right. So here he covering Kamala. And he ain't holding back. And I pointed out in the beginning, I'm gonna point out again that notice the fact that he's not saying allegedly. He's saying everything like as if it's a matter of fact. And like I say, with his status, he can really get in some trouble for that. So pay attention to the fact that it's a big chance that he's not lying about what he's saying. I'm gonna go back some and start it back up. But yeah, y'all, welcome. Welcome to Chilling with Breezy.
Same 12-month period, and my late mother-in-law was in fact a pediatric nurse in that hospital
In that
when
same
Kamala
hospital.
was born. And the birth certificate.
He plugged. He plugged. How your people work in the hospital that she was actually born in, and you got the honor to have your status and be able to put this shit on blast. Like the judge. Like it could have been anybody else. But it's like it's kind of like it was his destiny, you know? God works. God is great.
That she has is interesting because the confusion comes from a mistake. On the birth certificate, it lists the mother's race as Caucasian, national origin India, and religion Hindu. For the father, it does not list national origin. It does not list religion. It does not list anything about that, but where it says race, they put national origin in Jamaica by mistake. Now, if you've ever been to Jamaica and you go over to St. Elizabeth Parish, you see all the high, bright, and white that live in Jamaica. So I've got a good friend retired from law enforcement. He has a white wife, blonde-haired, blue eyes, but she was born in Jamaica. Her parents were born in Jamaica. One's blonde and blue-eyed, the other one's red-haired and gray-eyed.
And that is a big thing that I see. A lot of people don't think that it's other races in these black nations. Like it's only blacks and or darker people. No, it's not. You got different races there. You got Caucasians there. You have Hispanics in certain places. You know, not too far, but like in Africa, you have Asians for the most point in Nigeria. You barely see white people, but you have Asians, right? And they different. They act different than they do here. They more tougher over there. But once they hear you speaking American and like they know you're American, they pipe it down a little bit. You see the courage come out of them. Like, oh my God, they're here. Yes, we're here. Yep, and I'm from the hill. But yeah. So that I want to point out that because just because her father's Jamaican, that doesn't mean that she was the ones that look like us over there. She not like us. Again, not even cousins. Let's see.
She was born in Jamaica. Her parents were born in Jamaica. One's blonde and blue-eyed, the other one's red-haired and gray-eyed. And they happen to be related to the King of England because they are aristocrats in England, but they were born in Jamaica. So if you go over there, you see people from Hong Kong, Singapore, New Zealand, Australia, Kenya, South Africa, you name it. It's part of the British Commonwealth, and nobody needed a passport, and you could just go in and out. So it's not unusual. You're not black just because you're from Jamaica, and you have a whole lot of white people that never left, and their ancestors owned a lot of slaves. The Maroons went up into the hill country and got themselves free back in the 1840s, but other than that, it is what it is in Jamaica. So just because you're from that country does not mean you are of the black race. So the problem is why don't you go get your daddy to give you an affidavit that you have a black ancestor? And since the only possible claim you have is through your great grandmother, who he says was a Hindu house servant that just happens to be swarthy, where'd you get your blackness from? See, you're faking it again.
Oh, did she make reference? She had to make reference somewhere that her great grandma was the black lineage. We gonna look into that. Was her black lineage? Where she got her black from? Where she got her like us from? And her daddy said, nah, she was Hindu. Nah, my daughter's lying. Look, she's quacking. If it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. If it barks, walks, sniffs, sleep like a dog, it's a dog. Don't be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Her daddy might be a real guy. He might be the real
And
thing.
I say this after 50 years of experience, the worst human beings you will ever find are career prosecutors. Something slimy about them. They are so turned off by humanity and everything else. They don't care. They're trying to win the game. It is just play to them. They don't give a damn about the people they represent. They just want to win. So they lie, cheat, steal to win the game. And that brings up the other thing, where the Supreme Court of California ordered her to produce the evidence that was exculpating to somebody sitting up on death row that she had hidden. They did that over and over and over again with her hiding this evidence. Now, there are exceptions.
Okay, y'all. Hey, look. Hey, lovely world. Look, I'm finna look up this definition. Or can you look it up for me? And put it in the comment section. Let's go back. Excoping, because if we don't understand the word, if we don't know the complete definition of the word, we can't understand what he's talking about. So we gonna force that over here too. You hear me?
Hidden. They did that over and thing where the Supreme Court of California ordered her to produce the evidence that was exculpating to somebody.
Exculpating, exculpating, exculpating. Let me see. Let me know if you're going to look it up. Let's see. Exculpating. Exculpating. Let's see. Let's look it up. Let me know. Let me know. You got it? Okay, you are going. Okay. Let me know. Put it in the comment section. And I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Exculpating. Let me listen to that one more time.
Ordered her to produce the evidence that was exculpating to some.
Exculpating. Exculpating. So yeah, let's look up this word because I gotta understand what exculpating is. I'm trying to see exactly how bad was she. That's I'm just trying to see, cause escopating, it kind of remind me of like somebody digging something out of something important. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's bring that up on her. We got Lovely World. She has put it on here. Okay. Okay. Escopate. The rank or office of or term of as a bishop. The rank of I can't talk out right now, y'all. Work with me. The rank of office of or term of as a bishop. So basically, it's kind of like you a bishop or you at that rank of a bishop and whatnot. What's the wrong word? Escapade. Oh yes, it's let's do it again. Let me see, cause I was finna go back and listen to it and say rank.
They don't care. They're trying to win the game. It is just play to them. They don't give a damn about the people they represent. They just want to win. So they lie, cheat, steal to win the game. And that brings up the other thing, where the Supreme Court of California ordered her to produce the evidence that was exculpating to somebody sitting up on death row.
It is. S is ES. ES. Esculpating. Let's see. Esculpate. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay, I found it. Escapade, right? Let me go ahead and put it over here. So escapade, all right? Let's share this screen real quick. Escapade. Let's see if I could turn up the zoom so y'all can see it. No, I guess I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Escapade. So, escapade, show or declare that someone is not guilty of wrongdoing. I think that's the proper definition right there. Show or declare that someone is not guilty of wrongdoing. That's escapade. All right, so let's take it back to the other one real fast. Let's see, let's take it back, y'all. Okay, now let's go back. Now we know what the word mean. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take it back some. Let's try not to go back too far this time.
Exculpating to somebody sitting up on death row that she had hidden. They did that over. She had hidden. Somebody sitting up on death ordered her to produce the evidence that was exculpating to somebody sitting up on death row that she had hidden.
Okay, so this was the proof that the person had no wrongdoings in this matter. So he was on life. I think it's life, or you say death row. One of them we gonna go back and make sure it's life or death row. But basically, this guy life was on the way to being over, and she had this damaging evidence to where if it came out, he would be home and with his family. You know, that's a wrongful incarceration. So let's listen to it. Y'all, we gonna take our time over here. Chilling with Breezy, we gonna take our time because we do have to understand these words. And I want to thank Lovely World for making people understand that words have meanings. Because we do have to understand words before we move past them. All right?
Somebody sitting up on death row that she had hidden. They did that over and over and over again with her hiding this evidence. Now, there are exceptions to this rule with career prosecutors, but if you ever want to sleazy somebody, find yourself a career prosecutor who's never done anything else but that until they have moved up. Now, there have been people like Thomas Dewey, who was a career prosecutor. He got Lucky Luciano, the gangster that set up the mob as a syndicate, a business, he got him and became governor of New York and then an unsuccessful candidate for president twice. You have people like that, and you got Kamala, who was a career prosecutor, and that's essentially all she's done outside of moving directly over into politics. They tend to be crooks. They're not good people. It's like I used to on the bench. It's like, excuse me, can you approach both of you? Do you have any character? Do you realize what you just did? Well, I mean, no, we can't have that. That is not going to be allowed up in here. You do it again, and the court's going to see to it that you get a 10-day paid vacation courtesy of the sheriff. No. See, and that's what I'm looking at. She wants to be chief administrative officer, but she's never been the boss over anything. She was nominally with the Attorney General's office, but you've got all of these egos with all of these people with doctorate of laws who've taken the bar exam, and every one of them in there could run against you in an election and be your boss, and is as qualified technically as you are to run the place. So she's never been the boss in charge of something where she dictated, because what she did in San Francisco and when she got over California is she essentially had somebody else doing it, and she was just a political figurehead. So when you come into this situation here, Putin, Russia, Ukraine, those are serious things. They have a lot of nukes. You've got Xi Jinping, and China's got one hell of a huge army, air force, nukes, computer systems, and so on. What is your experience in international diplomacy? You got made the representative of the country to handle the foreign affairs. You failed so badly they yanked you out when you were actually the boss in charge. The borders are. You just complete abject failure to that. You're only.
Yo, what up? EBK Shotters in the building. Hey, look, how do I make moderators and stuff like that? I never learned that part. It ain't nothing to moderate right now, but hey, y'all, it's gonna be something to moderate tomorrow. You hear me? It's mind over matter. You heard me? But let's go ahead.
Appearance down there was to sit in a chair in the desert while they interviewed you, trying to be cute, flashing your pearls, and you didn't do your job. So you're talking now about you want to legitimize 20 million aliens who've come in here and see that they get fast tracked so they can vote and become part of the whole process. What are you doing? Whose jobs are you taking away? What about the people that actually lined up to go through the rules? I want to become a citizen, so I take the courses. See, nobody's checking. They've got an outbreak of hepatitis. They got an outbreak of measles. HIV is ramped up. They've got all kinds of things. They've got problems with strains of tuberculosis that have no cure. So people before they come down with it, you have to put them on prophylactics for the rest of their life so they don't get a fatal illness that nobody can cure. So nobody is running the medical test. Nobody is checking to see what penitentiary they got out of. And something that is pretty real is a movie. You remember Al Pacino in Scarface? They dumped all their penitentiaries and they're over here. You got all of these Latino gangs that have now infiltrated. You've got Ukraine. You've got.
And that's just sick work, right? You already say we have a gang problem and violence problem in America. Why are y'all getting people that y'all say they're coming from these so-called third world country where it's supposed to be so dangerous, so crazy? They're running from the cartel. They cut off body parts. This is what they do. And then y'all letting these dangerous people over here and put our life in jeopardy? Like, y'all consider us dangerous, and y'all don't want us in y'all neighborhoods. A lot of y'all, not a lot of y'all, but it's like we're viewed as dangerous, right? And we view others as more dangerous than us. But still, regardless of what, we're viewed as dangerous, and it sends alerts when we come around each other. Y'all gonna let somebody who we like none of us know, like and they over there whooping on police in New York, in Chicago, robbing muds on them scooters y'all gave them, and they just over here. Y'all don't know what they was locked up for. They just opened the doors of the prison and said, "Hey, go. Hey, here." They said you had to take a baby to go. Go, take this baby. Oh, where you get the baby from? Trafficking. Okay. Human trafficking.
Gaza, you've got people that hate the fact that they don't have technology to shoot down a B-1B bomber. So what do? They just walk across the damn border. Nobody's checking them. Somebody is giving them free transportation without even vetting their luggage. And in the luggage, they have military-grade explosives, which over the last several years, I'm sure they put in various building structures, hospitals, subways, and everything else. And on command, they flip the switch, and 911 looks like a Boy Scout meeting. So what are you going to do about these things? Nobody's checking. You have a situation right now that has to be taken into context. Just about every major seaport is using these container removal cranes, these giant gantry cranes. They're made in the People's Republic of China. Nobody checked them, and now they went back and did, and there seem to be some things built into them that they can't remove. Don't know what the function is, but they appear to be communication devices. What the hell are those?
Oh, wow.
You know, so you want to shoot down a B-1 bomber 56 miles from the southern border point where there is a huge illegal crossing. There is a U.S. Air Force base where 24 B-1 bombers stage out of. You can just surround a damn base with some RPGs and take a few of them out. We don't have but 24 of them that are operational, and some other was in long-term storage because we can't afford to operate the damn things. What are you supposed to do? That was your job. Did you do it? Did you handle it? No. So, you know, they've got this thing where sometimes they promote people up. You know, you fail at a job, but you got a rep, so they can't get rid of you, so they promote you. Like, for example, Halsey, Admiral Halsey, Bull Halsey, always charged off, was aggressive. Great in World War I, World War II, the first part of it. But there was a thing in the Philippines, well, not Philippines, Leyte Gulf. It was a disaster. The Japanese laid a decoy force out. He fell for the trap, took off with all of the warships, left the beaches totally unguarded, told nobody, and he should have been court-martialed. But because of his fame, they couldn't, so they wound up promoting him to 5-star admiral instead of court-martialing him and canceling him. So, I mean, they do this kind of thing. So it's not unusual. But I'm just saying, hey, if you're going to bring somebody in, bring in somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. Meanwhile, she had a little rally in Georgia. I think 86 people showed up. That was supposed to be interesting. And she had the nerve to call Vance unpatriotic. And he came back on a big time. He said, simplify, to serve, loyalty. I was in the Marine Corps over in the sand pile, and Trump took a bullet. What the hell have you done? You know, and you want to call somebody out on the subject. See, it's hypocrisy. But you see, I did this because I did what I did, and that's what I did, which is because that's why I did it. Hey, what the hell did you just say? Do you realize what you said? Do you know?
There it go again. There it go again. Hey, y'all, this the end of it, so I got to go back. I just have to go back. I have to.
I did, which is because that's why I did it. What have you done? You know, and you want to call
All right, we gonna end
somebody
it on that note.
out on the subject. See, it's hypocrisy. But you see, I did this because I did what I did, and that's what I did, which is because that's why I did it. Hey, what the hell did you just say? Do you realize what you said? Do you know?
Hey, we're gonna stop sharing that. Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed chilling with Breezy. I really do. Um, Sometimes the conversations be real high in energy. Sometimes it be low in energy. Y'all gotta work with me. I'm human. Don't expect me to be a robot. Because if y'all want me to be a robot, I'm being there like 23, 24. We gon' 24 and 33 for to get our message out. Is that what y'all want? You hear me? But nah. But thank y'all for tuning in with me. Um, I want to watch this with y'all today so that I can make sure that y'all watched it. Right? So if y'all watched the whole way through, put a number 3 in the comment section. I don't know why I said 3, don't ask me that. If y'all watch partial, put a number 1 in the comment section. That number 1, it means that y'all partially watched it and y'all gonna come back and watch the full thing right after I end this live. Right? But my point, back to my point. My point of watching this with y'all so y'all can be more informed about who it is that y'all voting for. I'm not trying to sway y'all vote. Y'all can vote for Kamala if y'all want to. Y'all might hear me shit talking because I'm not voting for her. I already know who she is. But I do want y'all to just know, be informed on who y'all voting for. Don't be the ignorant voter, right? If y'all gonna vote for somebody, make sure if you engage in a conversation where the question might come up, well, why did you vote for this person? Just, understand enough to be like, because I did. She was the first Indian president, woman president. Um, she fought for our abortion rights. She went on RuPaul's show. They with all the freaky stuff. They keeping all the LBGT up in the school. She had Meg the Stallion at the DNV, whatever that DNV, I think. He had Meg the Stallion. She was up there twerking for votes. Yeah, they entertained me. Yeah, they entertained the hell out of me, and she got my vote. Meg in the blue suit, trying not to shake but shaking at the same time, trying to shake. You know, had Quavo. She had my boy Quavo come out. She even quoted something that Quavo said. You never ran to a president like that. What? She said she walking like she talking like Quavo. And Quavo came up there in a fishnet top. Of course, I voted for her. That's the reason why I voted for her. So I just want y'all to be more informed so that y'all can be confident. And when y'all brag about how she had Quavo come up on stage with a fishnet top on, that might not be the right word for the shirt. But since men don't wear those type of shirts, we wouldn't know the name of it. You feel me? So I look at it as fishnets. It's no associated with nothing manly. It's only associated with women legs. Fishnets. So just be informed. I kind of want to show y'all. I kind of want to show y'all how fake she is. Can y'all just stick with me for a little bit? Just a little while longer, right? Let me find this. Let me go ahead and share the screen one more time. Let me find this for y'all. Ha ha. Ha ha. Hey, let me know if y'all like kicking it with me. I'm kind of fun a little bit sometimes. You know? Let me see. Let's see if I can find a clip of Kamala Harris. Kamala, however the hell you say it in Trump words, of when she quoted. You know what? I know where to find it at. Matter of fact, hold fast. Cause I did share. The next one gonna be on this sucker my song. I don't even know whether to call him a rapper, from New York, whatever. But this dude right here, when I say all out cornball, I saved a lot of his stuff earlier, and he had a clip of her doing it. So I'm just go to that one because it's quicker. It left more fast. Let's see. Profile. 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 Okay, saved. Let me see. Hold on real quick, guys. I was saying. Because what I realized what I did, I saved them on my personal account. But I'm logged in to the Chilling with Breezy, so I'm about to send this one clip. We was gonna scroll through some, but since it's like that, I'm just gonna send them over there. I got a whole file that say Kamala. Ha! Oh, let's see. Okay, let's see. Um, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna send a couple of them. I'm gonna send a couple of them because you know what, we gonna catch these because this dude Mike Song, this dude he really like the I don't like the guy. I really don't because he's like intentionally trying to mislead black people. I see it and it's sickening. Right? He's trying to be next to old girl all the time. The the one girl, I forgot her name, who was with Black Lives Matter, and she wrote the book and stuff, who we don't even like no more. Okay, so here we are. Let's see. Let's see. I can't let y'all see my DM. My DM be busting. Can't let y'all see my DM. You know, ain't let y'all see my DM. Okay. Can I see my goddamn DM? Jeez. Where's my DM at? Y'all gonna do me like that? Let's see. What's up, man? I ain't never gonna change. Hey, y'all, work with me, work with me, work with me. I'm almost here. Yeah, man, I never used Instagram off here, really. Okay, if I go home, is my inbox here? No. This is messages. Um, where would it be? This is. Can I not look at my messages? Save tagged. Okay. Maybe I can't look at my messages. Let me see. Since I'm on, I ain't never gonna stop. Let me see. I'm just going ahead. Oh, I hope y'all can. Okay. 7. I almost said my number out loud. I would have had girls hounding me down up in my text. Okay. CSC underscore shot. Is that how you do it? CSC underscore shot of breezy. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. Uh, don't do this. Oh, maybe I gotta type in my password again. I think I'm in, y'all. I'm in. What's the code? Send me the code. Don't play with it. I don't even play games like that. I don't know what they thought they was doing when they tried to slow me down. But here we are. Here we are. We started with Judge Joe Brown. Now we're here. Okay. Now let's see. Now let's go here and go to my save. Ooh. Oh, she's kind of pretty. Oh, I think I like her. I can't show y'all who that is. I think I like her. Okay, my profile. Here we go. So let me share this screen. Let me share this tab. Instead, let me go to mine. Ain't gonna let them dictate what this is about. But yeah, okay, I say so. I got a whole Kamala. Yeah, this my folder for it. So look, I want to say this what Kamala been talking about. Can we get some volume?
Thing about that. Here's the funny thing about that. So he won't debate, but he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me. And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird? Well,
Somebody told her to say plain weird. Just say weird. They love the word weird. Oh, that's just weird. Oh, you weird. You play as weird. Yeah, just say weird. And then stop and pause and look around and wait for the laugh. Knock it off.
Donald,
What's funny? Nothing's funny.
I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say it to my face.
If you got something to say it to my face. We saw Kevin Hart do that, right? Maybe Kevin Hart was trying to tell us something. If you got something to say it to my face. And the crowd goes, man, knock it off, man. It's pandering. It's crazy. How you got to pander to black people if you black? You don't have to pander to black people if you're black. You know? That's weird.
Here's the funny thing about that.
I ain't gonna watch that no more. Let me show y'all some of the other ones that I had. Let's see. This pastor was talking retarded.
On Kamala.
Remind you, my son is sharing all these and writing his comment. This, preach, pastor. They on code. So am I. 2 times. Hashtag protect black women. This, preach. Shut up, chump.
Becoming the presidential nominee, I'm going to confess, I wasn't too happy about that.
What changed your mind, Pastor?
But I'm all in now.
Why?
I'm
Where did this change of heart come
100%
from?
now.
Let's hear it.
For this reason.
For this reason, we listening.
This representative from Tennessee.
Who is it? Where's she
Sorry,
at?
Connie, from Tennessee.
Oh, Connie. Who is
He called her a DEI candidate.
He called her a DEI candidate.
And then they start calling her colored.
And then he start calling her colored. She is a DEI candidate. Do y'all want to look up the definition of DEI? Define DEI initiatives, right? Let's see it so y'all won't think I'm capping, right? Just because I ain't voting for her. Let's make it nice and big where y'all can see it. Diversity, it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Initiatives are actions taken by organizations to create a more inclusive and equitable workplace for all employees. All right? Okay, that's DEI, right? Policies and initiatives designed to help all employees feel welcome and equipped to perform their jobs at the highest level, right? So that's what it is, right? Inclusion, equity and inclusion, diversity, equity and inclusion. That's what it is, right? So they can play these games like she wasn't a DEI hire. And if they really want to go, let's see, who was that? Joy Reid. Joy Reid says that told who Biden he had to have a black running mate, a black female running mate. Let's see, can we see this real quick? Uh, let's see, can we? This might be the one.
Very concerned that black women in particular have been the heartbeat of the Democratic Party for a long time, really shored you up in places like South Carolina. Are you committed to naming a black woman as your vice presidential running mate?
I am not committed to naming any but the people I've named, and among them there are 4 black women. So that decision is underway right now. And by the way, black women have supported me my entire career. You all act like all of a sudden there was an epiphany in South Carolina. I have had over a 96%, 94% rating.
Basically, what he said. Why do I need that? Y'all always supported me for free. Let's go back.
Had over a 96%, 94% was an epiphany in South Carolina. I have had black women have supported me my entire career. You all act like all of a sudden there was an epiphany in South Carolina. I have had over a 96%, 94% rating in the state.
But let's go back some more, so y'all won't think I'm just, throwing shit at the fan.
Any but the people I've named, and among them there are 4 black women. So that decision is underway right now. And by the way, black women have supported me my entire career. You all act like all of a sudden there was an epiphany in South.
Who is you all? She the one who brought up a black woman as if it was a problem. She's the one. When you say you all, who is you all? Joyless Reed and her people, which are not like us. Let's see.
An epiphany in South Carolina. I have had over a 96%, 94% rating in the state with the 8th largest black community in the United States of America, Delaware. And so they're the ones, as that old saying goes, that brought me to the dance. I have been loyal. They have been loyal to me. And so it is important that my administration, I promise you, will look like America, both as from vice president to Supreme Court to cabinet positions to every major position in the White House. It's going to look like America. It's critically important that be the case. I can guarantee you that.
Have you narrowed down your choices?
Well, I'll tell you what's happening. We're getting the detailed analysis that is done. I've been through one of these vets, as they say. It takes about 6 weeks, and you go into everything. It's like having a public physical examination. That is just being finished. I'm having a 2-hour vetting report from the lawyers, and women and men of color, as well as white folks who are doing the vetting.
He just said women and men of color. You remember that parasite? And now she's colored. She was a DEI, and now she's colored.
We've gone through about 4 candidates so far in the 2-hour vetting. And then when I get all the vetting done of all the candidates, then I'm going to now.
Did she ask for the process, or did she ask, have you kind of lessened your list,
Narrow the list, and then we'll see. And then I'm going to have personal discussions with each of the candidates who are left.
All right. Well,
and make a decision.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from.
Hey, shut up. But yeah, Joy Reid has said like she how they brought him a list. Let me see. Was brought a list of yeah, whatever though. But she said y'all can find it. One day I'll post it in the community section. But anyway, she's a DEI hire. But let's go back to this pastor. You know, DEI. She's a DEI hire.
Then they start calling her out of her
And she's a
name.
colored woman.
And as a black man,
As a black man,
I can't let no white man talk about no sister
I
like
can't let
that.
no white man talk about no sister like that. But you can let this white sister disrespect black people like that. As a black man, I can't let no white. Man, shut up.
And I not take offense to it.
And I'm not take offense to it. Let me ask you a question, sir. If you can hear me, somebody figure out who this person is. If he can hear me, ask him this question. Was he offended when the LGBT community played with Jesus the way that they played with Jesus at the Paris Olympics? Was he offended? I'm going to need him to be more offended than he is at somebody calling Kamala Harris what she is, a DEI hire and a woman of color, right? I'm going to need to see him be angry. He should be livid. You know, he should be at home praying that the Lord take them off this earth. And hey, that's not a threat. I'm just saying he should be praying. He's a pastor. He's supposed to be near God at his position. How do you feel? Are you offended? Because that right there is what they put in our schools here in America. How offended do you get? What is the reasons for you to be offended? What do you care about? Just some questions.
Because who is more disqualified than Donald Trump?
Donald Trump was already the president, sir. You could have said it the first time. They said that he was already the president. He did a great job. So who is more unqualified than Donald Trump? Kamala. She was never the president. She was barely the vice president.
And Republicans are all in because he is the avatar for their grievance.
And they not really all in with him.
How qualified does a black person have to be?
How qualified does a black person have to be? What if we took off the table that this was a black person?
Graduated at the top of her class at
Nothing else matters after that, does it?
Howard. Went to law.
Graduated at the top of her class at Howard. So did a lot of Caucasian women and men. What's the big deal?
School, was Attorney General of a state, a United States Senator, a Vice President of the United States, but she's not qualified?
You compared it to Trump. You said who's less qualified than Trump? Who's less unqualified? Who's more unqualified than Trump? Kamala. She was never the president. All those positions, fine, and that's cool. But dude been making major moves, and we all know big companies run America. So who's really been running stuff? Who's really qualified?
I'm all in.
I'm all in. That means me and my congregation, we're all in. I'm all in. And then the sheep follow the shepherd. Stop letting these bogus Christian pastors. And I ain't gonna say like it's all Christian because I'm a Christian myself. I grew up a Christian. These people don't have a backbone. They don't have nuts. If so, they still in their stomach. They don't stand for nothing. And if you supporting somebody who is running on child reproduction rights, the right to have an abortion for no reason, to further incorporate LGBT into all business, who support the debauchery that happened at the Olympics. Who are you as a pastor? You're not a pastor to be honored and respected. In my song, in my opinion, he's a deceitful demon because he purposely does it. I don't think he's a very good one, but he's one. There's levels to everything. He sucked in the rap game, and now he sucked at being a deceiver with the demons. He just suck everywhere he go.
Because I'm not going to let any white man tell me how I ought to feel about a black person. Stony the road we've trod.
We told you how to feel about her. Sucker, what do you mean? I'm telling you.
Made.
Speaking of messaging, Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville hit the stage at former President Trump's rally in Nevada last night. And, well, let's just roll the tape.
They want crime because they want to take over what you got. They want to control what you have. They want reparation because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. Bullshit. They are not owed that.
And just
This is a senator, right? The whole Republican Party is not together. All right, and the Republicans always got a bad rep because they don't denounce the people that are outwardly racist around them. You know, so they always got a bad rep for that. But the Republicans are not all together. Remember, they didn't even really want Trump to run the first time. How many friends of Trump really got over there? You know, he's kind of more pro-choice too at that. So that you can't just say this individual represents him because it's a lot of racist thing that happens and gets said on the Democrat side, but you guys don't show it in your news media. You don't push it to the front like you're doing here, seeing that you own majority. But so we don't really see a difference between y'all.
to be clear, they want reparation because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. That is, there's no other way to read that sentence, and we've reached out several times to Tuberville's team. There's no other way to read that other than black people want reparations and they do the crime.
Is that what he means by they? When he keeps saying
exactly
they want that or
there's only one conversation
exactly
about reparations, and it's for descendants.
And crime.
of slaves.
Tommy Tuberville can go to hell. And let me tell you why. Made.
Tommy Tuberville can go to hell. Oh, why y'all talking about reparations? We've been asking y'all for reparations. We haven't asked the Republicans for reparations. We asked the Democrats for reparations. Don't flip the script. Don't do that. We asked the Democrats. You know why we asked the Democrats? Because we was devoted to y'all. We voted for y'all even when it didn't benefit us, silly us. So when it was time to get up and say, hey, you know what? We're not ignorant anymore. We got to go, and y'all start to panic. We like, give us reparations then. Y'all spit in our face. Barack, Bernie, Kamala, Biden, whoever else, the Black Caucus, I forgot his name, the head of it who stepped down to go work for Joe Biden, he told you, you'll never get it. Y'all always talk sassy when it's time for us to get ours. Don't flip the script. Our loyalty was to y'all, undeservingly to y'all. So don't try to flip the script. We're not dumb.
Speaking of messaging,
we're not dumb. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, though. I think I had one more, but I forget all that. I'm going to get on out of here, y'all. It's been cool. And that's one for Chilling with Breezy. Make sure y'all go follow me across all platforms. That's Chilling with Breezy. Like it say down there below my face. Chilling with Breezy. That's on IG, X, TikTok. Of course, here. Like, share, comment. Share it with a friend. Subscribe. And we're going to be back. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. But let me know what y'all think about the video and give me y'all opinion because, you know, I'm not the type of person that close out conversation. Don't like to hear other people's opinion. I like to hear other people's opinion. Maybe you might teach me something that I didn't know. Maybe you might change the way that I'm thinking for the better. So holla at me. I thank everybody for tuning in. I thank everybody for tuning in, and I thank you guys that are here now who came afterward. Let me know you're here. Subscribe, like, and we will be back. It's been one chilling with Breezy, and I'm out.